Just to present a little bit, this is a half an hour one. We've done 2 hour sessions, 2 1 hour sessions. Sorry, now we're going to have a half an hour session. After this session, I'm going to do something about brand SERPs. Then we've got Alexis Sanders, scaling data, Greg Gifford, local SEO, Kevin Indig about zero-click searches, all of which is going to be incredibly interesting. But for the moment, we're on affiliate marketing with Craig Campbell, man from Glasgow.
I sure am. Hopefully you guys can understand exactly what I'm going to say. Don't, Judith. Don't, Judith.
What?
We've also got Judith, who I've met a few times. Lovely person who was talking about your incredible tricks. Last time we were talking, I'm trying to formulate this correctly. Every time we talk, you tell me something really interesting and incredibly useful. Are you going to do that today?
I hope so. I hope I'll be giving away incredibly interesting tips, but maybe nothing too dodgy.
Brilliant. And where are you today? Where are you coming from?
I'm actually for once in the UK. I know this is rare. It's a strange occurrence, but for the moment, for the next, I think 48 hours, for at least 24 to 36 hours, I will be in the UK. Then I won't.
Oh, okay. Can I ask where you're going, or is that a rude question?
It's Bucharest, because I'm obsessed with making gold on BA. So yay, I'll be gold on BA. And then I will be off to Slovenia for In Orbit, the conference. And then I will be going to another conference, Digital Marketing Forum in Romania, which will be happening at the end of March. Then I've got more Romania for the EU Search Awards. So I'm like loving Bucharest at the moment.
Brilliant stuff. Wonderful. And Harsh, just met you. You got chased by penguins in the Antarctic. That's the only thing I remember about you.
Yeah, it was quite incredible trip, Antarctica.
And where are you today?
I'm in India, New Delhi, and it's midnight, and yeah.
Pretty much time for bed. Brilliant stuff. Craig's in Glasgow. I've already said that. We're going to get going with this session because it's pretty short. Craig, tell us all about affiliate marketing, please.
Sure. I will just start sharing the screen. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while since I've been on. Can you see the screen okay, Jason?
Yes, that looks lovely.
Cool. So affiliate marketing is the topic. I've got 15 minutes to very quickly go through this, so I will go as fast as I can. So I'm Craig Campbell. I do consultancy, training provider, affiliate marketing, do a lot of link building. Absolutely hate doing client work for obvious reasons. Pretty much what Ross said on the previous webinar. It's a whole lot of work and a whole lot of explaining and no real action being taken. So I don't like doing that. So I decided a few years back to go heavily into affiliate marketing. I'm pretty sure you don't need to, the audience here don't need to be explained what affiliate marketing does. But for anyone who doesn't, for example, Semrush has an affiliate program called brush.com. And you can earn up to 40% recurring commission for anyone signing up to Semrush, which is quite easy for me to do given I supply training and whatnot. You also have other affiliate options out there, such as Amazon, which pay us a lot smaller commissions, but it is a great business model to cut your teeth in and understand affiliate, and then you can look to monetize it in different ways. But the affiliates can be anything between 1.5% and 11% if you go by this particular chart. Or other affiliate options would be to sell other people's courses, which I've done through Robbie Richards in the past. So rather than me taking the time to develop my own course, which I have done, by the way, I was able to sell Robbie Richards' course and get 40% from him. So that was just an email from Robbie Richards there, but it's got his email on it, so I'll scroll by it. Other ones, Authority Hacker and stuff like that as well. You can also get affiliate deals on these. There's guys out there like Gareth Dane, who is in the chat today. He is also into affiliate marketing, and you can see here he's starting a journey over the past year or so, getting into affiliate and making some decent money. And I think his long-term goal is to get away from client work. So, a case study on how it can be done from the bottom up. So, it was probably just over a year ago, last Christmas. I was very bored on the 24th, Christmas Eve, and I was looking at a website called golfgearhub.com. A guy wanted to talk to me about potentially selling it over to me. Straightforward website, very plain, very simple. And it was doing okay. The guy sent me over some of the kind of earnings over the last year for that particular website, and you can see that it was growing throughout the course of the year, and it was making okay money. But because of this particular website, it was seasonal, so the kind of middle of the year is always going to be the peak months where people are buying golf equipment. So I was talking to him, and he was looking for around about 12 grand for that particular website. I was able to negotiate it down to 10 grand. So I paid him these 10 grand, took over the website, and started to do really well with it. So you can see there from the analytics, from when if you look at the left-hand side, that's when I took it over. You can see right up until August 2019, it was continuous growth, month on month. And then it obviously started to tail off towards the end of the year, which is normal with a business that's seasonal like golf. Now, you can see here, this is the Amazon Associates earnings, the kind of thing. So I started out and in January, which is obviously marked the 2nd of March because they pay you a couple of months back. Couple of months in arrears, it was $362 that was earned, then it was $470, then it jumped up to $782, $882, $1227, and so on. So you can see that there was good growth there. I was able to kind of double the kind of traffic to that website. Now, doubling or scaling up a website like this can result in a website being valued at around about $38,000 if you were to go on to Empire Flippers. So you see the Amazon Associates up the top there earning similar figures, is valued at $38,000. Now, how did this work? How did I scale this up? That's what you're wanting to ask. So the website cost me 10 grand. I initially spent £2,000 on new content, and I got some link acquisition, if you want to call it that, another £2,000. So I spent £14,000 overall. Now, the £4,000 that I did spend, which was in content and links, was brought in by the website's sales, the commission that was coming in anyway. So my actual only outlay is only the £10,000 that I paid for the website. It probably took me about 20 minutes work to do, buy the website, put a content writer on it, and pay the link vendor that I use for links. So it probably took me all of 20 minutes work. I'm now sitting with a website that's worth around about $38,000 when I paid £10,000 for it. And that's something that I continue to get into. Work hard, work smart. I don't do it to make a website go from $500 a month to $1,000 a month. Those commissions are not enough for a sustainable business model. And what I find quite interesting is outsourcing the work. So having a team of content writers, link builders, or whatever it may be, including developers and everything else that's really important, automate this kind of stuff or delegate that stuff out to people. Use virtual assistants. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than using guys in the UK. Work smarter, not harder, which is obviously something that I speak a lot about. People always look at websites and go, wow, how did he be scale that up so quick? Working smart. Now, a guy, Robert Kiyosaki, always says schools and everywhere else teach you how to work for money, but they don't teach you how to make money work for you. Now, in order to make money work for me, I invest in a website. I look for lazy affiliates. I have a team and a bunch of processes that I can implement and very quickly scale that website up and flip it on for 5-10 times what I paid for the website. And obviously the golf website was one instance of a 10 grand website, which is the lowest website I've ever purchased. people will always ask, you know, is Amazon a business model that you can actually scale up to a massive scale? If you look at this particular website, gearhungry.com, they get over close to 2 million hits per month, probably. Semrush is saying 1.3 million. You can always bet it's going to be slightly higher. And that's someone that scaled that up from the middle of the start of 2018 and scaled it up to that level, which is an Amazon affiliate website. So that's gearhungry.com. So this stuff is scalable if the processes and the implementation are done properly. As I say, this is Amazon. I've got other websites out there, you know, e-commerce websites that scale up in the same way, where you can earn a lot of money. This particular one, £105,000 for the month, that particular month. That was a website that's got a lot of different stuff going on, paid search and everything else. But there's other websites out there like this one here that earns £174,000 a month. And that is primarily organic search traffic. So it can still be done organically and done on a massive scale. So there's no reason why you cannot make big money doing affiliate marketing, regardless of what websites you've got. And I think it's a business model within itself where you can buy and sell websites. EmpireFlippers.com are buying, it's a marketplace for people to be able to buy websites, sell websites, or whatever it may be. And you can very quickly, if you understand SEO, rather than dealing with clients or whatever, put the budget that you have, obviously you've got to save up, and implement what you're preaching. You're preaching to clients that you can do this, you can do that with the money. Put your money where your mouth is and you'll be a lot better off, in my opinion. Because if this stuff works and you're really confident in your own ability to rank a website, why the hell would you be doing client work in the first place? So that's the way I see it. Digital assets is a great thing to invest in, the same as people are buying houses, doing them up, putting a new roof on them and then flipping them on. The great thing about digital assets, especially for us in the UK, you have to hold on to the property for 6 months before you can flip it, or any other kind of regulation. You can flip a website very, very quickly. So digital assets is the way forward. A couple of quick pointers just before I finish up. Do your research before you enter affiliate marketing or drop shipping or anything else. I had a website, Vapor Infusion, when e-cigs was about to start doing very well. Got a website, WordPress and WooCommerce, started doing SEO. Took about 5 months to start ranking really well for a lot of search terms. But this was a drop shipper. This wasn't actually an affiliate website. Drop shipper. And I was able to get sales very quickly at the end of 2016. But people were complaining about the orders. What happened here was I was selling a very low-cost item, £15, which was an e-liquid. And the supplier was more interested in whether we had paid his invoice. He was wanting paid on a daily basis. But the supplier was also sending out the wrong stuff. He was running out of stock and replacing it with other stuff. So make sure that you do your research and don't just jump into a niche, because what I found with this particular website was that I wasn't able to do paid search. I wasn't able to publicize it in social media because it was e-cigs and nicotine, and the government don't allow that. Some other stuff on Amazon. Now, I've got the golf website and I wanted to show that as an example. Now, the items and the average order value in that particular website is £25. Now, regardless, the links and the content cost me the same amount of money. If I was going to reverse back, I would make sure that every item that was listed on the website was more than £100. Avoid seasonal niches, because for 6 months of the year, my sales are garbage on that website, and that's never going to change. And make sure that you use one link to make sure that you're getting the credit for all the sales across all of Amazon's websites. So you've got the US, the UK, Canada, and make sure that you tie all your Amazon accounts together if you are going to go down that route, and make sure you can get as much as you can from Amazon. But as I say, I can't emphasize the importance of doing research. Just don't jump into a niche, because if you don't do your research, you're going to end up making mistakes. And although I've made money, I could have done it better and made more money and picked better websites along the way. So that is pretty much a wee start to affiliate marketing and some of a particular way that I've found some success. If you've got any questions, feel free to shoot me up in social media. But I'm going to stop sharing now, and we can get Judith and Harsh on here, and they can give us some advice and tips on their stuff.
Harsh's light went off and then he disappeared.
Ooh, power cut.
And we've lost Jason to a mute.
You're on mute,
He's
Jason.
himself on mute. Hello, welcome back, Harsh.
Welcome back. That was absolutely brilliant.
Hi.
We lost Harsh for a moment. We're back. Judith, sorry. Thank you for filling up, dear. Right, questions. I mean, I'm completely not in the affiliate marketing space at all. So all of this is news to me. And Judith suggested a question is, I want to bypass the affiliate agencies and go direct to the main brand. Is that possible? Because that seems to me a really easy way to make more money. Am I completely foolish?
One of the things that I've been asked a lot is, do affiliates have to go through different affiliate agencies? Because those are the ones that tend to get most of the visibility, are the ones that will manage affiliate programs for other companies. And some of the affiliates that I've spoken to over the years want to know if it's allowable or possible to bypass an affiliate agency and go direct to the brand. I know I have an answer, but what about you, Craig, and you, Harsh? What are your thoughts on that? I think it's probably the same as mine.
I'll let Harsh go first.
Sure. So it's a good idea to start working with a brand via affiliate network, because they take care of all the heavy lifting in terms of payment, getting paid in times. But when you start giving good sales, it's actually a good idea that you start connecting with the brand and negotiate a better deal. And that is one of the strategy that anyone can use. Once you start giving good sales, you can always negotiate them to give you, a higher percentage, maybe a 10-20% bump up, which actually makes a significant difference. And then you can always ask for some things like, a branded coupon, a branded landing page, which works wonder for your branding. What do you think, Craig? What's your thought?
Yeah, I mean, I think another way that I could monetize my golf website better. So as I say, the commissions are very low on there. I could very easily go to a private affiliate, a golf company, a private affiliate company, and get 20%. And the value of my website would be 4 times that $35,000. So by just making that one change, I've then taken my website over $100,000 in value. So that is obviously the next step for me along the way. Obviously, I only had 15 minutes to try and ram Amazon down everyone's throat, but I'm not going to be sitting there stagnating. I want 100 grand for my 10 grand spend. So there's loads of other ways to monetize it, and definitely I would go private.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, yeah. So you're working with Amazon in this particular case. Everybody trusts Amazon, of course. That was slightly ironic. But how can we be sure that the reporting that we get back is accurate? How can you be sure that what they're actually selling, is being reported back to you and you're getting paid, Judith?
So when you're actually working with an individual company, this is one of the more difficult pieces, and something I've worked with at least 2 companies on. There are products that are available on the market right now that will enable a retailer to implement an affiliate type program on their site, so that they will be able to report back to affiliates exactly what has gone through, and also demonstrate to affiliates, if there have been returns, what the cause of the return was. And there's the ability to give affiliates a great degree of visibility for that exchange, but the retailer has to be willing to implement that software on their site, so that your sales as an affiliate can be tracked and your revenue can be tracked, and you can trust the company that you're dealing with. Yeah,
I mean, as a retailer, you need to motivate the affiliates if you want to make any kind of sales. Do they make enough effort for that, in your opinion?
In my opinion, do the retailers make enough effort?
I mean, do you feel that you're being treated well and that they're encouraging you and trying to get you on board, or treating you as a cheap way to make sales?
Yeah, it's, as soon as you're successful, the retailers get almost envious and jealous of that success, want to claw it back. One particular company I was working with that thankfully I don't right now, they got angry at the fact that certain affiliates were doing exceptionally well in the market. And they said, but these are our sales. They're selling our stuff. Why are they doing such a good job? And I said, well, you could have listened to my advice, done what I told you, and they might not be so far ahead of you. Or you could allow them to sell your product exceptionally well and keep doing what you're doing as well. And you have more of the marketplace in your grasp. Who cares who's doing the sales of your product? Your product is getting sold. You're squeezing out the competition. It's an incredibly competitive marketplace. Just do it. Don't be jealous of the affiliates making sales for you.
Brilliant. Perfect. And Harsh, from what I understand, your affiliate model is slightly different to all this. What is your affiliate model and why does it work so well?
Right. So I consider this as a long-term business, and my approach is like to add more value to my affiliate companies that I work with and also to my audience. And I work with very selected companies so that like the value addition has to be, the impact is very high. And we make sure that the brand actually get the real visibility. The audience understand the brand, what it is, what it does, how it can help. And a lot of our content plan goes in that manner. And this has worked out the best from last 10 years. And probably that's one monetization technique. This approach has actually helped Shout Me Loud to scale so far.
Okay, and Shout Me Loud is your blog, your website?
Right.
Okay, and you have a phenomenal amount of traffic and you're maintaining it as your own site, and that's the only thing you're doing, and then you're hooking affiliates onto that, or affiliate programs.
Right. So, Jason, you brought a very nice point, like the traffic part. So, in no matter what, like in however, the traffic is the bread and butter of a business, an affiliate-based website. So, if you're looking to build a career in affiliate, there are two approaches that one can always take, like SEO. I believe that Craig and Judith both are mastering that. And the second one, which is still underlooked, but something that one can look at, is PPC. And the way to look at it is like, what is the cost of acquisition and what is the lifetime value of the people that you are dealing with. And the best way to nail it is to start working with the high paying affiliate program, or especially the recurring affiliate programs. So that means once you get the user on board, you keep getting the commission and value out of it at the longer period.
Super, brilliant stuff. Gage Castro asked a question: the pros and cons of building a niche affiliate website from scratch versus buying an existing one with proven revenue. Craig, you were talking about buying one. What about building it from scratch?
I mean, you can build them from scratch. It just takes longer and everything else, and it might not work. Where I see value in buying an affiliate website is it's got a proven model where people are actually buying from that website, the products of interest to people, but also buying a website that's already loaded up with 100 blog articles and potentially has some domain history, maybe a backlink profile, then you're just giving yourself a head start. Why the hell would you want to start from scratch and start loading up articles and hoping that this niche might actually work? Where at least with the golf website that I bought, what I seen was the guy couldn't take it to the next level in terms of rankings. Everything was sat at the top end of page 2. Very easy for me just to hit that with links and some more content. Boom, there's some free money, and it's really is as simple as that. So yeah,
free money. Also, so basically, you look at the site, you do an SEO audit, you figure out where the quick easy wins are. You buy the site for the quick easy win because it's, in your words, free money.
Yep, free money. Sell it on.
JG GraphX1, which is a very strange name, asked a question that I'm quite curious about. Do you not end up with a lot of customer service that is it's not worth it for the amount of money you're getting from the affiliates?
No, why would you get customer service? The sales done through Amazon. So the returns done through Amazon. If there's a problem, goes to Amazon. All I'm doing is providing people info, and then they go to Amazon. The same as Semrush. If I'm doing a Semrush affiliate deal, someone's got a problem, go and speak to Semrush's customer success team. It's nothing to do with me. I'm just suggesting that you might want to use it.
Okay, and brilliant stuff. So completely wrong end of the stick. And Judith, you were talking about a company that you're an affiliate for wants to they want you to de-optimize their site, your site, sorry, because you're outranking them. Does that happen to you a lot?
Well, it's happened more than once where a site that I've been involved with has outranked the brand on key terms that they were chasing. Now, there are a lot of reasons why that can happen. And in the case of the two that I was working with, it was because the brand was not optimizing their website. So they had done very bad SEO. It was a poor website. It was just really badly optimized. And of course, having an affiliate meant that we were filling in where they were failing. And I did explain to them that they were able to catch up and fix their website while we were maintaining their sales profile in that particular keyword niche. Yeah. So they accepted that. That was one of the best pieces of BS I'd ever spun. And we continued to pull in the sales. But it's important to think like a business. So you need to find both ends of the spectrum. But I have had, like I said, those 2 times where the brand wanted us to de-optimize the website so that we no longer ranked above them for keywords.
Well, I love that story. That's beautiful. Right, we've only got a couple of minutes left, so we're going to have one last round of comments from each of you. Something that hasn't been said so far that you think needs to be said or should be said or be incredibly useful. Can we start with you, Hatch?
Sure. So one way that once you start giving affiliate sales, always think from the product perspective. So just to give, just connecting the dots from a Craig perspective, like if you're running a golf-based website and you're doing sales on Amazon, and you see there's one particular product which is selling a lot, why not like re-engineer that and start selling a product of your own? And that's the best way to like grow your brand from blog to the start building your own product.
Brilliant. Craig, what was one thing that wasn't said that might have been said, should have been said, could have been said?
Don't just rely on Amazon. There's a multitude of other ways, hotels, everything else that you can do. Amazon's one very low cost, small way to do affiliate marketing. There's a wealth of opportunities. Harsh mentioned earlier, look for the high value, recurring monthly commissions that you'll get from SEO tool providers, email marketing companies, everything. There's tons of them. So think outside the box, look outside the box. Amazon is just a very simple, beginner's way to make some pocket money online.
Yeah, anything SaaS is going to tend to be high return for you, like online courses like yours, or as you said, something like Semrush or another online tool. Sorry, Judith, what hasn't been said that should have been said? You've got 1 minute.
Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Think like a business. If you have an affiliate website, don't have just one. Have I was going to say a fleet. Have a series of different niche affiliate websites that you are investing time and money into so that you're not relying on one source of income, because if that tanks, you're stuffed. You need to make sure that you diversify your portfolio.
Brilliant stuff. Okay, so have a fleet or maybe a herd, or a group, or a pride if they're lions, if they're really good ones.
Harsh is
getting carried away. That was absolutely brilliant. Thank you. I've learned loads about affiliate marketing, and I needed to learn it right now. So that's helped me a lot. Just tell us quickly where we can find you online if we want to talk to you afterwards, Harsh.
Denharsh, DENHARSH, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Brilliant. Oh, you've managed to keep it the same across all the platforms. That's genius. Craig, where can we find you if we want to talk to you?
CraigCampbellSEO.com. That's got all my social media links. I'm on TikTok. I want to be the next big TikTok guy, so get on TikTok. Judith said I've got some good moves on there. She was complimenting me earlier.
Okay, TikTok crazy. Now, Judith, where can we find you online?
Probably decapit.com. Or Twitter with my name, Judith Lewis, or Decapit. Basically, if you type in Judith and chocolate in your search engine of choice, you'll find me. And Decapit is DECABBIT. And of course, Craig, we all know you look super sexy on TikTok.
And I love the red shirt, Craig. Looks great on you.
Got a copy, man.
Thank you very much to you guys.